Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm here to give you guys my live reactions for WWE 205 Live for March 6, 2018. And this is going to be the continuation of the Cruiserweight Championship Tournament. So far, this tournament's been really good. We probably had the best match last week when Roderick Strong defeated Kalisto to advance in the tournament. We also had Cedric Alexander advance by defeating TJP last week. And now this week, we have two other matches in the tournament. These are going to be the two final matches in the quarterfinals. It's going to be, I guess I'll go with, so first it's going to be Buddy Murphy versus Mustafa Ali. I think that's going to be a pretty good match. You have Buddy Murphy, who is a newcomer to the Cruiserweight division because obviously he came from NXT and everything, and he defeated Arya Daivari to advance in the tournament. And then you have Mustafa Ali, who's been a really good addition to 205 Live, and he defeated Gentleman Jack Gallagher to advance in the tournament. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they gel well together in a match, how they gel in a match together. Then we have a match I'm really looking forward to on the show. We have Drew Gulak versus Mustafa Ali. Obviously, Drew Gulak defeated Tony Nese to advance in the tournament, and we finally saw like a new aggressive side of Drew Gulak, kind of like the way he was when he originally came into the Cruiserweight division. So I like that. And then obviously we have Mark Andrews, who's a newcomer into the Cruiserweight division, coming from the United Kingdom Championship Tournament. He defeated Akira Tozawa to advance in the tournament. So I'm obviously looking forward to this matchup. So I'm just going to get right into this. But before I do that, I'm going to do my live reactions to a WWE.com exclusive video. And it's called Buddy Murphy weighs in before his battle with Mustafa Ali. I'm just waiting for the advertisement to end, and it's over.
Buddy Murphy, as per the terms in your participation in the WWE Cruiserweight Championship Tournament, here is your mandatory weigh-in. Best of luck.
All right, buddy. Step up on the scales. Okay, let's see. We are at 197.0.
Congratulations once again.
Thank you. Thank you. Keep it.
So that was definitely some pretty decent stuff. I kind of like how they're, sticking with the weigh-in stuff. So now that I gone into that, let's get right into 205 Live. I'm going to read the info first. It says, the greatest performers from WWE's Cruiserweight division showcase their unparalleled abilities on 205 Live. So let's get right into this. I'm just waiting for this to load. I don't know how this is going to work, so we'll have to wait and see. Oh, yeah, this is already on a good sign.
WWE for the hero in all of us.
Oh, showing the WWE video telling us it's always been WWE when it was WWF before that and then WWF before that. So stop lying to me, please. Please.
Last Tuesday on 205 Live, the quarterfinals of the Cruiserweight Championship kicked off when tournament favorite Cedric Alexander went face-to-face with TJP.
This is what the Cruiserweight Championship means to these two superstars.
But the first ever Cruiserweight champion TJP was unable to rise to the occasion as he was defeated by Cedric Alexander.
Wait a minute! Check! Cedric Alexander's dream of becoming Cruiserweight champion still alive.
Later that night, Roderick Strong looks to prove to the WWE Universe that his early tournament success wasn't just a fluke as he faced off with the Cruiserweight veteran Kalisto.
I like how they say Cruiserweight veteran even though he's only been in the Cruiserweight division for like 2 months.
As he took one step closer to making his WrestleMania dream come true.
And a jumping knee grazed Kalisto. Backbreaker. Right in. continues for NXT superstar Roderick Strong.
Tonight on 205 Live, the quarterfinals continue. After a grueling first-round matchup against Gentleman Jack Gallagher, Mustafa Ali will look to feed off the strength of the WWE Universe and soar through his competition.
Jack took me to my absolute physical limit and put me at a disadvantage. My goal is clear. I'm going to wrestle him. I'm winning the Cruiserweight Championship
By defeating the best-kept secret and new addition, Buddy Murphy.
Mustafa Ali, you better bring your A game because I've worked way too long, way too hard to let you get by me. That Cruiserweight Championship is mine.
In our last quarterfinal matchup this week, the high-flying, stage-diving Mark Andrews looks to once again shock the WWE Universe.
My favorite thing to do in the world is to perform. When I hear the crowd, that's when I'm going to have the best chance of taking down any opponent. This is where I seize my opportunity and I live out that dream. I make it to WrestleMania and I become the next WWE Cruiserweight Champion.
When he takes on the newly aggressive and determined Drew Gulak.
I hope that Mark Andrews takes away a lot from being in the ring with Drew Gulak. I think the number one thing he's going to take away is how much pain his body is in afterwards. He enjoys being a show-off more than anything. And that really doesn't matter when you get in there. It's all about who gets pinned, who gets submitted, and who moves on.
Who will take the last
that
two
was
spots in
some
the
great
semifinals?
promos.
That question is answered tonight on 205 Live.
I love the change up at 205 Live. But yeah, let's get right into the continuation of this tournament.
By the end of tonight, the field of 16 in the Cruiserweight Championship tournament will be down to just 4. It's the most exciting hour on television. Welcome in to 205 Live. Vic Joseph alongside Nigel McGuinness and
So yeah, we have Nigel McGuinness and Vic Joseph on commentary for the show.
Absolutely, and the show must go on as we take a look here at the brackets.
But yeah, coming up on this show, yeah, I mean, this has been I love the direction of 205 Live ever since they started this tournament. You can definitely feel like there's been a change in creative in 205 Live. It feels different.
Compared to that of the limb-tearing style of Drew Gulak and Vic, that match is coming up now. It is time for the first quarterfinal matchup of the night.
All right, so we have the first match. It's going to be Mark Andrews versus Drew Gulak. I'm going to say that Drew Gulak's going to win this match. I think that new aggressive side's going to get him really far in the tournament. I think actually the tournament's going to come down to Cedric Alexander and Drew Gulak because they were kind of like the two top stars of the Cruiserweight division before the tournament took place anyways. So I think they're going to actually win. I don't know who's going to win the championship, but I think they're going to actually go pretty far in the tournament.
A couple of matches away from that Cruiserweight title opportunity at WrestleMania. He defeated Akira Tozawa in round 1 of the tournament, and he is getting set for his quarterfinal match.
But obviously, Mark Andrews has a pretty decent history when it comes to professional. Oh, hold on.
Moments away from your quarterfinals match against Mark Andrews. How do you plan on combating his aerial game?
Dasha, if I had something to say, I'd say it. In fact, I'd prepared you a PowerPoint presentation, but the fact is I haven't opened my copy of Microsoft Office in weeks because I've been so focused on seizing my WrestleMania moment by becoming the Cruiserweight Champion. Now, right now, there is a man standing in that ring, and he wants to take that moment from me. So you want to know how I'm going to combat Mark Andrews' aerial game? Watch this.
Good promo by Drew Gulak. Kind of like how he He's not really focused right now on PowerPoint presentations. He's focused just on beating people up because he wants to get to WrestleMania. Oh, he's back to kind of like to his old ways. He's back to, like I said, the way he was when he first came into the Cruiserweight division. I like this a lot.
You heard Gulak there saying, watch this. I'm certainly ready to watch this. Gulak is focused, and you mentioned earlier how he made his...
So obviously, let's get kind of to like these two guys' history into the, you know, in wrestling. Well, basically, what I know, you know, Mark Andrews was started off in TNA. He was in the British boot camp, and he ended up teaming up with Rockstar Spud to, you know, fail to defeat Tyrus, and he kind of got involved with Rockstar Spud's feud with EC3. Then Mark Andrews kind of was just in the X Division for a while. I can't really say like exactly what he was doing in there, just because I really haven't seen a lot of his. I wasn't really watching a whole lot of TNA at the time, so I can't really tell you. And obviously, Mark Andrews, and he was in TNA as Mandrews too. Then he came to WWE. He competed in the United Kingdom Championship tournament. As for who he beat in the tournament, I have to look that up.
Oh! Certainly a wake-up call.
That was a nice slap to the face.
Thought about it for a second, didn't he? Didn't respond straight away. No, but see, Mark Andrews not
so
back.
The tournament,
right back at Drew Gulak. Andrews not going to back down.
Mark Andrews defeated Dan Moloney and Joseph Connors, and then obviously failed to defeat Pete Dunne in the semifinals. And then Mark Andrews went on to have a couple of more great matches with Pete Dunne in NXT. He had a great match with Tyler Bate at the United Kingdom Championship Special for the United Kingdom Championship. And then he ended up having a really good tag match where he teamed up with Pete Dunne to lose to Mustache Mountain. And then obviously I think he was just recently in this tournament. I don't really think he's done anything. And then obviously Drew Gulak came into 205 Live. He defeated Irv Shearer. I know it was one of the Bollywood boys, but I forget which one it was. And then he failed to defeat Zack Sabre Jr. in the tournament. Then obviously he came into WWE. He was originally kind of enhancement talent in the beginning. Then eventually started doing the whole, you know, no flips. Got into that feud with Mustafa Ali. They had a pretty decent feud where Mustafa Ali won the blow-up match in a 2 out of 3 falls match. And then Drew Gulak started the feud with Akira Tozawa, where he started doing his PowerPoint presentations. And then he was in the alliance with the Zoe Train with Enzo Amore, Tony Nese, Noam Dar, and Alia Daivari. And obviously, that alliance ended due to the fact that Enzo Amore was fired. Ooh, nice slap.
He wants to teach Andrews a lesson.
Oh.
Andrews.
What's this? Oh, what was that?
Reversal. And, another forearm under the jaw from Gulak. How effective has Drew Gulak been thus far? You mentioned that Gulak wants to teach Mark Andrews a lesson. Right now, Gulak like Andrews, think about it.
Nice slam into the corner.
Across the ropes. Covered.
Like I said, I like the fact that Gulak's kind of gone back to his roots. I mean, I liked the PowerPoint presentation, Drew Gulak. I like that, you know, constantly everybody kept cutting him off, but I think I like the aggressive Drew Gulak a lot better. This is the Drew Gulak I would like to see every week in 205 Live.
Slamming him against the rope so he couldn't land flat. What's Gulak got in mind now? And
what's this?
Just showcasing.
Ooh, nice strength.
Like one more time.
Kind of like how Gulak's kind of like methodically picking apart Mark Andrews.
Legging Andrews out at 2, and Gulak, a trailblazer, a crusader who, as you mentioned, wants to teach lessons inside the ring. And right now, trying to teach Mark Andrews a lesson. We talked about the escapability of Andrews earlier on. Thus far, he hasn't been able to get out of most of these holds. And if he has, Gulak gets him
That
straight
was a
back
weird
into
sneeze.
it.
So is that surprising you with Mark Andrews? You sound a little bit surprised.
Well, to be honest with you, I am. I'm not sure I've ever seen Andrews this physically dominated early in a match. Look at that, straight back down. Simple hammerlock.
You know, I like how Gulak's being really dominant in the
Now turn
matchup.
the simple hammerlock maybe into something
Like I
else,
said, I like
Nigel,
the fact that
and reaching for that
205 Live has
arm.
changed creatively.
Mark
I think
Andrews,
Enzo
Andrews
Amore
was
being
not
kicked
allowed
off at
to go back
205
and get
Live was
every
the
arm.
best thing for 205 Live. A lot of people talked about how Enzo Amore was putting in the views for 205 Live because he was somebody that people were familiar with. But I think ever since 205 Live, like, they've been able to kind of focus a little bit more on the wrestling in 205 Live. They've been kind of able to kind of focus on other stars over just Enzo. I think with Enzo, he was hurt in 205 Live more than anything else.
Shoulders knocked down. Andrews doing a nice job of keeping the left shoulder off the mat. And for Drew Gulak, Gulak knows a victory here.
Unfortunately, I did see a couple of weeks ago that the crowd just still doesn't stay for 205 Live, though. Now, I don't really know if that's the crowd not staying or if it's the crowd, because I know SmackDown crowds don't really draw a lot anymore. So
Everything that Drew Gulak tried to rally against with his plan for a better 205 Live.
Andrews trying to rally in this matchup to make it one more week. They're trying to get to the semifinals, and Gulak shoulder right to the midsection.
This match really is about a controversy.
Contra, as you mentioned, styles clashing in this matchup. And
nice Insugoi.
And Mark Andrews still trying to figure out Drew Gulak, trying to get out of the gates here. Gulak catching Andrews.
Oh, nice Hurricanrana.
And this, Nigel, this is Mark Andrews' moment.
It's the first time in the match where Andrews has had any space to breathe or create an advantage for himself. Oh, Gulak took it right back.
Gulak closing the door on Mark Andrews. And
look at the eyes of
Gulak. What's going through his mind?
Went to bounce him off the announcer's table.
Andrews escaping.
Oh, moonsault off the announce table.
Drew Gulak.
Surprised the table didn't break.
Flying you talked about. And looking up for a moment at that WrestleMania sign. And there's the Cruiserweight Championship.
Clear where Andrews' focuses is. But at this point, if he takes his mind off of Drew Gulak, he's not going to get there.
Oh, nice Insugoi.
Coming back in, over and
nice bulldog.
Nice reversal from Mark Andrews.
Andrews starting to put a string of moves together now, creating some advantage.
Andrews double knees. Andrews starting to pick up momentum. Rolling through. Shoulders down for a moment. Andrews.
Stop 182. Quesadora roll through, and here it comes. Watch this.
Oh, nice moonsault.
Mark Andrews a second away from the semifinal.
Took his time there, had a couple of looks over his shoulder before he made that dive, and he landed it. Here it is. Look at the agility to be able to do the moonsault and corkscrew at the same time.
Near fall this matchup for Mark Andrews, who would love to go back to Wales to tell his family that he's one step closer to the grandest stage dive of them all in New Orleans.
Interesting strategy, adopting some strikes.
Everyone didn't miss it.
Oh, nice electric chip. Oh, I never see he like bridge into the pinfall.
Beautiful bridge for a pinfall attempt from Gulak. This man almost impeccable in terms of technique. Like a Pat O'Connor, perhaps.
Both superstars know what is on the line. There is no tomorrow in this Cruiserweight Championship tournament. And Drew Gulak, he's got that look in his eyes again, Nigel.
It doesn't bode well for Mark Andrews. Brutal open-handed shot.
And Gulak, face first goes Andrews.
His whole body reverberated with that.
But look at Andrews.
Oh, Andrews.
Andrews not backing down. Like that. Get him out. Gulak turning up the intensity.
I heard you.
Now Gulak wants to be careful. Does not want to get disqualified in this matchup.
Absolutely not, especially when he's got the
You can't get
Look at Andrews.
You can't get disqualified by kicking too much ass.
Youthful.
Well,
Same thing applies for Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews doesn't want to get disqualified.
I like the aggressiveness of this match.
I don't think he wants to trade strikes with Drew Gulak. He came out on top in that exchange, but I guarantee you it won't last for long. This is what he needs to do.
Andrews, who found success in the United Kingdom tournament, trying to find success in the Cruiserweight tournament as well. Here for the championship.
And he's making it all the way to the semi-final.
Oh,
What is...
oh, come on, outside the win.
All the way to the floor.
This match is really good.
Andrews, he taken out himself. This is what the Cruiserweight Championship means to these two superstars.
I dare say, Vic, there was some damage done to Andrews as well. Let's take a look at it and watch how both of these competitors land.
Andrews laying it all on the line for the opportunity to be called champion and the opportunity to represent 205 Live at WrestleMania.
Andrews, of course, 26 years of age. He has
getting the win, buddy.
Flexibility, that resilience.
There's Mark Andrews as he points
What's
to the
he doing?
WrestleMania sign closing in.
Oh, moonsault outside the win.
Another high risk.
Landed it perfectly across the shoulders. And now does the right thing, throws his opponent in, follows up.
Andrews trying to follow up back in. Andrews looking for another high-impact maneuver. Looking for the DDT. Couldn't land it.
What was this?
Crucifix. Shoulders down. Gulak got it too.
That was close.
Wow.
Great innovative offense from Andrews, hitting that crucifix bomb. But look at that look on his face. He can't believe it.
It's disbelief turning into frustration. But Mark Andrews has to refocus. Andrews knows what's on the line.
Andrews has been in tough spots before.
And Drew Gulak with the beard, the handful of facial hair.
What's this?
Stopping Andrews in his tracks.
Ways to strike.
Oh, a clothesline in midair.
By Drew Gulak, laying out Andrews. And
Look at the crazed face of Drew Gulak.
in the eyes of Gulak.
Gulak furious.
Again.
One clothesline drags the man up to his feet a second time.
Another one.
Brutal clothesline from Drew Gulak. Much like what we saw in his opening round matchup against Tony Nese.
Up he goes.
Oh, laid the stun out of the suplex.
But chose not to try to pin him.
Andrews trying to get to his feet. That Stun Dog Millionaire has stunned Gulak.
He elects to follow up instead. This could be it. This is make or break.
Oh, he got the knees up.
Gulak got his knees up. One high risk, maybe too many. And Gulak looking to lock in the Dragon Sleeper.
Oh, Dragon Sleeper. Oh, he tapped. That was a really good match. I'm going to give that 3 1/4 stars. I really liked it. He still has it in.
Andrews is out.
That was awesome. I love this new Drew Gulak right now. How aggressive he is.
Gulak wanting to prove a point, wanting to teach a lesson. Point again, Nigel. Boy, did he ever. Class is in session.
Let's go back to some of the action in the matchup.
There it was. Andrews would take a risk earlier, would not pay off with a clubbing. Fist upside the jaw from Gulak.
Absolutely not, but Mark Andrews had the wherewithal to turn that in to a Stunt Dog Millionaire and was looking for the exclamation point, which was a shooting star press.
Instead, Gulak was lying in wait with those knees. Damage was done to the ribs and quickly follows up with a Dragon Sleeper and the body scissors. Now look at this. He taps straight away, but Gulak keeps it on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 seconds.
How dangerous is Drew Gulak?
Absolutely dangerous.
So yeah, Gulak advances in the tournament. He's going to face the winner of Buddy Murphy, of the Buddy Murphy Gentleman Jack Gallagher match.
Semifinals and one step closer to WrestleMania.
Gentlemen, team competition this evening? Well, it's simple, really. I know you were both down about being eliminated from the WWE Cruiserweight Championship tournament in the first round, and no one's more down about it than me. You two are two of the absolute best we have here on 205 Live. Dare tell me, you are a legend all over the world. Akira Tozawa, you're a former WWE Cruiserweight Champion. Now, I know the respect that the both of you have for each other. I've seen you around backstage together as one. And putting you guys together in tag team competition, I believe that both of you can bring the absolute best out of each other.
Yeah, and then networks haven't kind of. Give me a minute. Hate it when the network does this. It's only the network that does this. It's not anything else.
WWE for the hero.
So yeah, now I gotta probably
WWE for the hero.
The fuck?
In Oliver.
It's the stuff you can't edit.
WWE for the hero. In
Let's
Oliver.
go back to the same fucking point.
WWE for the hero. In Oliver.
Just trying to figure this out at the moment. So I still got to do 2 more live reactions after this. Any comments so I can kill time? No.
WWE for the hero. In Oliver.
I don't know what's going on here.
WWE for the hero. In Oliver.
Oh, hold on, I'll be right back. I guess I gotta take a fucking commercial break. What's going on? I think this is working now. I don't know why my webcam's not turning on. Okay, I don't know what happened there. That was a... Okay. Oh my gosh. I see the Wi-Fi network and everything. I can't even hear it now. Oh, God damn it. I didn't make it in time.
That's gotta be John.
Okay.
But if you're wrong, you're fire!
I was just about to say I hate the new gimmick of Akira Tozawa, but I hate the fact that my network keeps choosing even more.
Hell of a tag team.
But yeah, I actually am pretty excited about the team up of Hideo Itami and Akira Tozawa. I actually think that's going to be a pretty good team up. So I did read online that they're thinking about putting in some cruiserweight tag team titles, so that would make sense of why Drake Maverick, was called him Rockstar Spud there for a second, is setting up all these teams.
Victorious. And I was one of the first guys to congratulate him. A hearty handshake.
Right,
He had a smile ear to ear and told me how much he appreciated me doing that.
He's not just fighting for himself. That being Mustafa Ali.
2 weeks ago, Buddy Murphy made his debut on 205 Live, and he was victorious. And I was one of the first guys to congratulate him. A hearty handshake, and he had a smile.
Oh. My gosh, why is this thing fucking? Man.
Guys.
I don't know why this thing's choosing not to work. Let's try disconnecting. Okay, sorry, I had a little technical issue because my network sucks. Trying this again.
His eyes told me completely.
Alright, I'm gonna rewatch this promo. I'm gonna watch this whole segment again.
Better than me. You two. Third
superstar to advance to the
seems to be working fine now. But now that I've said that, no, probably won't.
Gentlemen, glad you could join me. I suppose you're wondering why I put you guys in tag team competition this evening. Well, it's simple, really. I know you were both down about being eliminated from the WWE Cruiserweight Championship tournament in the first round, and no one's more down about it than me. You two are two of the absolute best we have here on 205 Live. Dare tell me, you are a legend all over the world. Akira Tozawa, you're a former WWE Cruiserweight Champion. Now, I know the respect that the both of you have for each other. I've seen you around backstage together as one. And putting you guys together in tag team competition, I believe that both of you can bring the absolute best out of each other. But if you're wrong, you're fire!
Wow, Vic, it's Army Tozawa.
So yeah, like, I mean, I already kind of talked about how I like the kill up, so yeah, that would have been better to do a live reaction to if my network didn't keep like messing up like 344 times. But it seems to be working fine now.
Specifically, who is doing inspiring, someone who's not just fighting for himself, that being Mustafa Ali.
2 weeks ago, Buddy Murphy made his debut on 205 Live, and he was victorious. And I was one of the first guys to congratulate him. A hearty handshake, and he had a smile ear to ear and told me how much he appreciated me doing that. His eyes told me a completely different story. His eyes told me danger. His eyes told me that I was in his way. His eyes told me that he was going to knock my head clean off my shoulders. Buddy, I want you to take a second, man, and look into my eyes. What do you see when you look into my eyes, buddy? Buddy, you want to call yourself the best kept secret? Let me give you my best kept secret. The most dangerous man in this world doesn't fight for himself. Fights for others.
That was actually a pretty good promo.
Well,
but yeah, still to come on this show, we have the quarterfinals in the Cruiserweight Championship tournament. It's going to be Buddy Murphy versus Mustafa Ali.
Right tonight.
Okay, now I'm going to take a real commercial break.
Days.
Okay, I'm back. Now we're going to get Hideo Itami and Akira Tozawa versus a mystery tag team. I don't know who that tag team's going to be, but definitely going to be interesting. But yeah, I kind of like the fact that these two are going to team up. So I think they'll definitely put it in some Cruiserweight tag team titles. As for Cruiserweights, I'm going to probably start naming some Cruiserweights I'd like to see team up. So obviously we have, so far we have the Lucha group with Kalisto, Grand Metalik, and Lince Dorado. Then we have, I like this team of Hideo Itami and Akira Tozawa. You can always blend in the Sin Brothers, but since one of them's hurt, you can't really do that now. Gulak and Nice, but because Gulak beat the crap out of him in the tournament, that won't really work. I don't think you can do Mustache Mountain because I don't think Trent Seven's a cruiser. Oh, yeah. So they're facing... I can't really see who it is. Hold on, let me rewind it.
Alexander, they get set for Tozawa and Itami this week on 205 Live. But I think these are going to form a world-class tag team combination.
All right, so they're facing Nemeth Alexander and Scott James. These are basically enhancement guys, so definitely Tozawa and Itami are going to win this match. Oh, I forgot to press play.
Scott James, who is the taller of the two. His tag team partner is Nemeth Alexander as they get set for Tozawa and Itami.
Yeah, so,
this week
but yeah, I don't know if they should bring Cruiserweight Tag Team Championships into the picture just because you barely have Cruiserweights at the moment. I mean, the only Cruiserweights you really have are, like, very slim pickings, so I don't think the roster for the Cruiserweight division is big enough to do Cruiserweight Tag Team Championships, so that's going to be strange.
Start things off for his team, and as you mentioned, the former Cruiserweight champion, Tozawa, starting things off for his.
All right, so, Tozawa and somebody, it's either Nemeth or Alex. So it's either Taylor or Nemeth. I don't know which one it is. I'm just going to say this is Nemeth, but whatever.
Tozawa right in on top.
I mean, I think this is actually a good idea to make Tozawa and Itami a team. But yeah, I hope they don't put in Cruiserweight because we already have enough championships anyways. I mean, you have the Universal Championship, the WWE Championship, the two big championships. Then you have the Intercontinental and the United States Championship, the two mid-card championships. Then you have the Raw and SmackDown Women's Championships, the two Women's Championships. Then you have the Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Championships, the two Tag Team Championships. Then you have the Cruiserweight Championship, which is kind of like the lower card title. So I think they should kind of really focus on one championship.
So that elusiveness from Tozawa. Oh!
Backdrop driver, high angle.
Tozawa coming right in on top.
I mean, Tozawa was definitely yeah, he did that Titus brand thing. I guess it's just done now. Then I mean, I remember like they still talk about how he's kind of like in the Titus brand, but they never, you never really see them together anymore. So it's like, what was the point of that?
And here comes Hideo Itami.
But I do like this team up. I think they're working really well as a team right now.
Itami, a multi-decorated champion in Japan.
And, very quickly, Nemeth Alexander realizing James getting lit up by Itami.
Yeah, so this is Scott James. I think they said his name was.
How about some of these strikes early on by Itami? Itami all the way to the top. And look at Hideo go.
Effortlessly.
Hideo Itami. Looking over at Tozawa. These two. Oh! What a blow right to the jaw.
James need to get his hands up to protect himself.
Well, Alexander just caught a foot from Tozawa.
Here we go again. Double team.
For this tandem.
Oh, I like this double team tag moves.
Tozawa and Itami.
Basement drop kick.
Another tag made. In comes Tozawa. Who's the legal man?
In the drop zone.
Tozawa raining down. Tozawa with the cover. It's Scott James pin.
Yeah, so I like the team up of Tozawa and Itami. I hope they go away from Tozawa doing the comedy like your fight and stuff because it's just really not funny. So I like this team up though.
Well, how impressed are you with the teamwork? Looked like they gelled very quickly.
Very quickly. Great competitors.
They definitely have had a team before too.
Team together,
like in New Japan or something.
To put it in Tozawa's words, Scott the James.
Oh, you can definitely see that his chin isn't as over as it used to be.
Well, I hope you don't get fired for that. Anyways, one quarterfinal matchup is down. We still have one
Look at how
quarterfinal
offended Nigel
matchup to
McGuinness just got.
here tonight as the Cruiserweight Championship tournament continues. You can see the updated bracket earlier tonight. It was Drew Gulak who advanced.
But yeah, so
in the semifinals, it's Cedric Alexander taking on Roderick Strong, and Roderick Strong putting in overtime down to the Performance Center in Orlando to keep his WrestleMania Championship dreams alive.
Said it before, I say it a million times. I outwork everybody. Get in the ring, out of the ring, I prepare. I've been preparing for WrestleMania for a very long time. I'm one match away. It doesn't change.
One more match. One more match stands between me and WrestleMania. For the last 2 years, I've been this close to being Cruiserweight champion. And every single time, something seems to go horribly wrong. But not this time. This time will be different. This time, nothing's going to stop me. I will go to WrestleMania, and I will become Cruiserweight champion.
Well, very confident Cedric Alexander.
You know, I kind of like how they're making this tournament be important because, Cedric Alexander and Roderick Strong are literally one match away from becoming a Cruiserweight champion. Or they're going to WrestleMania to win the Cruiserweight championship. So I actually don't really know who's going to win that match. I would say it's most likely going to be Cedric Alexander, but we'll have to wait and see. All right, but I got to do another commercial.
SmackDown Live's final stop on the road to WrestleMania.
Okay, now on to Mustafa Ali versus Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy's probably going to win, but I don't really want him to win, so I'm picking Mustafa Ali. I mean, Buddy Murphy's bland as hell and really doesn't bring anything to the table. He's decent in the win, but Mustafa Ali just has more to bring to the table. I mean, I'd rather see Mustafa Ali versus Drew Gulak than I know we've seen that match a million times, but I'd rather see that match than Buddy Murphy versus Drew Gulak. But it's probably going to be Buddy Murphy. But I'm picking Mustafa Ali. I mean,
2 weeks ago on 205 Live, it was the first round of the Cruiserweight tournament, and Ali was physically.
I mean, they did a lot of stuff too to really get Mustafa Ali over. So.
Realizing his dream of being champion was slipping through his hands.
That's Ali had worked his whole life.
Well, obviously, too, let's get to kind of like the history with these guys. Mustafa Ali didn't really last all that long in the Cruiserweight Classics. I think he lasted like a couple. He was eliminated right away by Lince Dorado. But obviously, his first match on 205 Live was against Lince Dorado, which is very fitting. Then, Mustafa Ali then turned face. He had the feud with, Drew Gulak. And, yeah, he hasn't really done a whole lot on 205 Live, but he's had some good matches. He had a really good matchup on 205 Live just before the Royal Rumble against Cedric Alexander. And then, obviously, he had that match with Gallagher a couple of weeks ago. So.
And his opponent from Melbourne, Australia, weighing in at 197 pounds, Buddy Murphy. Well, as much as Mustafa Ali wants to advance, Buddy Murphy is trying to seize his own moment. Told Ali to bring his A game tonight. And Buddy Murphy, he's had to put a lot of work in to stay in shape.
Plus, too, with like doing this whole story where Buddy Murphy's had to put like a lot of work in to be in this tournament. This should be Gargano. I mean, it really should be. I already did a live reaction to this. I'll just keep talking. This really should be Johnny Gargano. The guy has a 5-star match against Andrade Cien. He literally just lost a loser leads NXT match, and I know he didn't really want to, obviously give away that match, considering the fact that when Gargano would have been able to come up and have the match, it would have been like the same week of that match. So I understand that, but still, it really should be Gargano. This could even like light up the Tommaso Ciampa Johnny Gargano feud even more. So I mean, I think Buddy Murphy should be a heel. I mean,
That's impressive, Vic.
Who will earn
Buddy
the
Murphy
final
should come
spot
out
in
and
the
reveal that
semifinals?
he's engaged to
We're about
Alexa
find
Bliss,
out.
because that's instant heel heat right there. Everybody
Well,
loves
that was last
Alexa
night in the
Bliss.
time in between, as I
And
said last
if he
week.
comes out and reveals that he's
Oscar put a few
engaged to
pounds
Alexa
back
Bliss, because everyone kind of knows it anyways, but it would still get him a huge amount of heel heat.
220,
I mean, Buddy Murphy really
His
hasn't done a lot in
dedication, absolutely, to
WWE.
get down that lean.
He was pretty much enhancement talent in NXT. He
What are
teamed up
Buddy
with
Murphy's
Wesley
keys
Blake. They
to
became
reaching
known
the
as
semifinal side?
Well, I talked to him earlier.
Blake
He
and
said it's
Murphy.
really quite
They
simple.
got an upset win
Says,
over the
I'm
Vaudevillains. Then they
bigger
defeated
than
the Lucha
I'm
Dragons for the
stronger than
NXT Tag Team Championships
A little bit of
in
one-upsmanship early
2015.
on. Sign of sportsmanship between the two.
Then
but you
obviously
can tell there's a little
at
bit
NXT Takeover
extra
Rival, they
optimism.
retained
both
against the
Ali
Lucha
and
Dragons in
Murphy.
their rematch clause.
Ali talking
Then they
about
got
the
into a
eyes
feud with Enzo
before.
Amore and
Yeah,
Colin
the eyes of
Cassidy,
Murphy.
and they ended up retaining their championships
There's one of your check
against
marks.
Amore
They're
and
certainly
Cassidy.
stronger.
And then obviously because Alexa Bliss got involved, which
Murphy just
allowed,
looking down on
which pretty much was
Mustafa
probably
Ali.
basically around the time they
Ali,
either got together
the
or
same right as Buddy
got
Murphy. Buddy
closer
Murphy
together.
said
I
bring
don't know.
his A game, you think?
Um,
Buddy Murphy better
Then
bring
obviously
his
they
A
lost
game
the
as well
NXT
to
Tag Team
Mustafa
Championships to the
Ali.
Vaudevillains at NXT Takeover Brooklyn. They lost the rematch on NXT. They lost the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classics in the first round to the Vaudevillains at a live event. Then Buddy Murphy, Blake and Murphy pretty much vanished off NXT for a while, and then obviously they did the whole thing where they teased a split. But he had actually some really good matches from what I remember in NXT when he was just a singles wrestler. He had a really good one with Kota Ibushi, and he also had a really good one with Shinsuke Nakamura. Then you can see Drew Gulak's watching the matchup backstage because he's gonna face the winner of this match, but he's still not watching the TV properly. Then obviously Drew Gulak, Buddy Murphy then had a match with Blake on NXT, but then because Samoa Joe came out and beat the crap out of both of them, they pretty much vanished off TV. The last match he had before this tournament that I remember, that wasn't like a live event or anything at least, was when he teamed up with Ty Dillinger during the Australian tour or something to defeat Elias Sampson and Bobby Roode. That's the last match I think he had. Ironically enough, whoever would have thought Bobby Roode since then became NXT champion and like the hottest act in NXT, and obviously then eventually was called to the main roster, is now the US champion. And Elias Sampson's like one of the hottest acts on Raw, probably the biggest heel on Raw. What must be going through the mind of Mustafa Ali at this point? And Ty Dillinger and Buddy Murphy pretty much have, unfortunately, I'm not saying, but it's true.
His opponent is stronger. His opponent is faster.
Nice drop kick. They've amounted to pretty much nothing in WWE, which is a shame.
Got passion, he's got pride.
For Ty Dillinger's sake, anyways. I really don't care all that much about Buddy Murphy. What's this thing where he's telling people to be quiet?
Oh, so much for the friendly rivalry in this matchup. Check this out, and boom! There went Murphy's teeth.
Well, this match has been good so far. This match has been pretty good so far.
Ali saying he refuses to give up. He refuses to quit. Give it everything you got, Murphy. Here we go.
Oh, nice clothesline. Just turned Mustafa Ali inside out.
He asked for it, and boy, did he ever receive it.
Well, Murphy said on social media he respects Ali, but respect won't stand in the way of him going to WrestleMania.
Did you hear the sound of that? Clubbing clothesline off the chest. It almost skipped underneath his jaw.
And here's Murphy showcasing more of that strength that you talked about, Nigel. And now right on top of Ali, Murphy just stomping away.
Drew Gulak, of course, has got to love that. He was watching there from the backstage area. He will face the winner of this matchup.
Absolutely, Buddy Murphy mentioned being laser focused early on. He is focused in on Mustafa Ali. And we take a look, we talked about a lot of what some of the superstars have done from the first round here into the quarterfinals. And we saw Murphy go to the air against Daivari. You see him doing that tonight because he looks to be a little more grounded against Ali.
Yeah, well, he's been known for his high-flying, risk-taking style in the past. I don't think he wants to take any risks in this match. Slow and steady wins the race because, look, I think he's got Ali beat.
At this point, you think that?
Look at Ali. I mean, listen, I don't want to tempt fate because we saw in that match against Jack Gallagher You can never count Mustafa Ali out.
Absolutely not, but
Everybody's got a limit.
that's very true. And Buddy Murphy, we saw Ali take a lot of physical punishment just a few weeks ago. And Buddy Murphy trying to capitalize on that matchup.
If I was not really like I said, I think it was a bad idea to bring up Buddy Murphy. I mean, no one really remembers who he is. I completely forgot who he was up until this tournament.
I can't get over the incredible resilience on display.
Ooh, what the heck? It was like a
450 to Buddy Murphy's
450 right to the shoulder.
That could have hyperextended that bicep tendon.
I don't know if that was supposed to happen, but I think it was.
I haven't seen before. That's vicious almost.
Everyone seems more behind Mustafa Ali than Buddy Murphy. That was, yeah, I think that was supposed to happen.
Buddy Murphy.
That is a lot of momentum to apply to that elbow joint, that left elbow joint of Buddy Murphy.
Now, when you talk about having a strength advantage, how strong can someone be with one arm? As Ali taking down Murphy right to work, focusing in on that left elbow, that left shoulder.
The wrong elbow. Oh, the right elbow that he landed on. That's where he's going to focus.
And Ali focused on Buddy Murphy, focused on becoming champion, focused on WrestleMania, in the left shoulder and arm, into the post. And one more time, Ali.
Oh, man.
He's
destroying Buddy Murphy right now.
To the injured shoulder.
Looking for that face buster.
Oh, look at that.
Ali.
Damn, look at the way that, well, I guess so much for the reaction of him kicking out.
Murphy had this wrapped up. What a way to change the momentum in this match.
Absolutely, and Ali focused in. You saw the eyes. Check this out. Bam! Planning Murphy, but Buddy Murphy kicking out at the last moment.
Now, Murphy is really a man with only one.
God damn it.
And how have tables turned from what we saw last time we saw
just in case, because it doesn't feel like this is going well at the moment. Just in case.
Murphy is really a man with only one arm.
And how have tables turned from what we saw last time we saw Ali in the ring? It was Ali that had the damaged arm. Now it's Murphy with the damaged arm.
Yeah, it's 180 degrees different.
Oh! Uppercut found its spot.
Oh, tornado D. Oh, Murphy reversed it.
Too strong.
Even with the bad arm, the strength of Buddy Murphy. And Murphy just
oh my gosh.
Over the top rope.
Just dumped him right outside the ring.
Well, ultimately, he's always going to have that advantage. But wait a second.
Oh, nice flip dive.
Taken to the air.
The Daredevil from down under flies.
But how much more damage was done to Murphy's left arm?
I don't know. He didn't look like he landed on it, Vic.
Climbing to the top. Murphy driving the
nice double knees off
into the cover.
Top turnbuckle.
And Ali just getting out.
Of course, it does mean that, as we saw there, when he tries for a pinfall attempt, he's only got one arm to hook the leg. Let's take a look at this beautiful athleticism.
On display by Buddy Murphy, taken to the air to wipe out Ali. But how about that? But then how about the knees?
Double knees landed and the hands landed afterwards. A little more damage done to the injured arm.
But the arm of Buddy Murphy, as the arm almost hanging there for a moment.
It's a game changer, absolutely.
Murphy couldn't even pull himself to his feet. I mean, Buddy Murphy couldn't even hook the leg of Mustafa Ali. Target squarely on the shoulder now. It's Murphy hoisting up Ali.
This is the true mark of a champion when you can change your strategy.
The left shoulder and arm into the top turnbuckle.
Ooh, reverse Frankenstein.
First Hurricane Rana.
Incredible.
Which is basically a Frankenstein. Oh, fuck this fucking network.
Murphy is really a man with only one arm.
All right, hold on. I gotta fucking fast forward this now.
Turn from hats off to Buddy Murphy at this point as well. That's out again, and Ali is shot.
I think this is where it was. Yeah, this is where it was.
Ali in disbelief. We talk about the perseverance of Mustafa Ali. hats off to Buddy Murphy at this point as well.
Absolutely. We don't know what damage is done to that left arm, the bicep tendon there. He's grabbing at it, and he's not even getting up at this point in the match.
Look at Ali looking up in a moment at that WrestleMania sign. Knows what's on the line, but check this out. Bam!
Reverse Hurricane Rana. Tornado DDT out of the corner. Look at the impact.
Bam! I didn't really get to see the impact because my network sucks. It's definitely my network. I mean, because I can use everything else fine on the Xbox One. I'm gonna show you're gonna see later when I do the Weymouth Youth Wrestling podcast live here.
And Buddy Murphy again, a kick right to the arm.
There is no quit in Buddy Murphy. And Mustafa Ali is just—he's not pulling any of these kicks at all. He's laying it in.
Oh, he just laid a forearm. Maybe did more damage to himself. That was what a forearm under the jaw. But Buddy Murphy is not backing down. Buddy Murphy knows what this match means. But, and Murphy turning it up, dropping Mustafa Ali.
Strong strikes.
What a heel kick from Ali.
Both men giving their all now. What's on the line? A semi-final match.
A bicycle kick.
The Cruiserweight tournament.
And Murphy looking for Murphy's Law. He couldn't get it because of the arm.
Ooh, I like how he sold the arm.
Coming into play. Can Murphy
go for a backslide?
Backslide. And Ali out at 2.
He couldn't drive. He couldn't get the full pinfall attempt.
This is it.
Down one more time.
Yes.
Wow.
Thank God. I didn't want Buddy Murphy to win at all. I'll give that match 3 stars. It was good. I mean, I noticed Buddy Murphy's had the worst matches in this tournament.
He was stronger, he was faster, and he was smarter. I dare say Ali was the smartest.
That was a good match. I think this was probably the 2 weakest matches in the tournament. The weakest one's still Ali Davari versus Buddy Murphy. But I still thought this match, I mean, that's 3 stars. That's still pretty good to get it rated for, though, because, you know, you don't want to be ashamed of 3 stars. But now we have the next 2 matches, which is going to be the semifinals, which I'm assuming is going to end next week. We're going to have Cedric Alexander versus Roderick Strong, which I'm stoked for that match. And then we knew of a feud between Drew Gulak and Mustafa Ali. At some point, I'm going to give you guys a video on. I could have just watched Mixed Match Challenge right on here. I'm going to give you guys a video. So is that it? Am I done? I mean, basically the show's over. I'm not really going to. But yeah, we have 2 more matches in the tournament before WrestleMania when the finals actually happen. So I'm looking forward to watching the 2 semifinal matches. I may see if I could try to do a live reaction for that. I'm not sure if I'll be able to. I'll let you guys know as the time goes on. But I'm not going to do any plugs because I'm about to come on and make another video if my network decides to be cooperative. But that's pretty much it, guys. Talk to you later.